First the turkey, now the shopping. Bargain hunters are hitting stores and malls around the Bluegrass looking for Thanksgiving night deals. Many volunteers spent their Thanksgiving Day serving holiday meals to those less fortunate. They say it's important for them to give back. And we'll show you how some people who are spending Thanksgiving at work are still finding ways to celebrate the holiday.
This is WKYT News at 6.
Good evening to you and happy Thanksgiving. For many people, it has become a Thanksgiving night tradition in recent years. After the turkey dinner comes shopping. Stores across the Bluegrass are opening and welcoming Christmas shoppers looking for deals. Monique Blair is at Toys R Us, which just opened an hour ago. She's live with our top story at 6. Hi, Monique.
Well, Amber, more than 400 people were waiting outside the store, waiting to get in about an hour ago when those doors opened. You can see behind me the store is very busy, but things do appear to be running pretty smoothly, and that could be because the store only let 50 people in at a time in 15-minute increments. Now, when we got here at 4 o'clock this afternoon, there weren't many people in line, only about 40. But by the time the doors opened at 5 o'clock, the line was wrapped around the building. More than 400 eager shoppers waiting to get inside. Now, this is video from the moment the doors opened here at Toys R Us an hour ago. It wasn't chaos, you may imagine. It appeared every shopper had a different place in the store they were headed. I talked to a family who got in line around 2 o'clock. They were the second people in line. Now, they told me they do this because it has become a tradition. They say they come here as a family from Frankfort to shop, even postponing their Thanksgiving celebration until Sunday.
It's kind of become a tradition. We started last year, so just something we do. Kind of moved up closer this year. Last year, started on Friday. Now we're starting on Thursday, so.
Next year to be the 4th of July.
So many of you may be wondering what the top toy is here at Toys R Us, but I found in talking with many shoppers, people are actually here for all different kinds of items. So there really isn't one toy that is flying off the shelves. Reporting live in Lexington, Monique Blair, WKYT.
Monique, thank you. For a full list of opening times for stores across the Bluegrass, just go to our website, WKYT.com. Some shoppers don't mind waiting for hours just to get a deal. Best Buy just opened an hour ago, but we found shoppers camped outside that store early this morning. One man told us he got in line yesterday afternoon to save $200 on a TV.
It's worth it because I like saving money. That's just the thing I do or whatever. And then it's kind of like a game because I want to be one of the ones that gets the deal.
Dozens of people waited through the night outside Meijer, which opened at 6 this morning. People there told us they were also waiting for deals on televisions. It has certainly been a great day to be outside as the weather has been sunny and mild on this Thanksgiving. But as Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey tells us, some changes are coming in our weather. We got a really good deal today.
Hey, we really did. Exactly right. You didn't even have to go inside a store for a good deal. Just had to get outside. Amber mentioned those mild conditions. We're still into the upper 50s to low 60s as we roll our way into the evening now. We're into the time of the day where Black Friday and Thanksgiving are colliding out there. So for folks who are still to eat Thanksgiving dinner, you're out traveling, you're going to be okay. If you're heading to one of the stores this evening to get an early start on the shopping, you're in good shape as well. Defender Radar Network, a little bit of high cloud cover out there this afternoon. To our west, though, check out the storm system that is ongoing. While we are feasting upon some very mild temperatures in the Bluegrass state, look on the other side of that front into parts of Iowa, Kansas, northwestern Missouri, Nebraska. That's snow. That's a big rainmaker, though, that is heading our way as we go through the next couple of days, and we'll get in on a lot of those showers that eventually will stay to the north tonight and then move in as we go toward the weekend. That looks awfully soggy. Amber, when I come back in a few minutes, we'll look at an hour-by-hour forecast and show you how much rains may fall not only this weekend, but into early next week as well.
All right, Chris, thanks so much. Many people spent this Thanksgiving Day making sure those less fortunate were not forgotten. The Salvation Army in Lexington set a goal of serving 700 meals during its annual Thanksgiving dinner today. As Miranda Combs tells us, being thankful this season goes both ways.
If you sit back and watch, it's hard to know who's getting the most out of this meal. Those who need the food and company.
And this is my very first time being in a shelter, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a blessing.
And those who need it to feed their family's soul.
Especially this time of year, you know, people just need to feel love from others. And so we come out here and just to love on other people.
Belinda Reese brings her 3 children and has for 6 years to serve those in need of comfort this Thanksgiving.
It's just a great opportunity for me as a parent to instill that into my children.
It's a family event for the ones behind the food, too. The Lundergans, who own Lundy's Catering in Lexington, have been serving up at the Salvation Army since 1985.
We have given back to the folks here in this community. That's the service we pay to be on this earth.
You'll notice the hands go up in the air. That's from volunteers. They're out here letting people know that there's an empty seat just so they can get more and more people in. They're expecting to get 500 to 700 people in here for a Thanksgiving meal today.
And you'll see throughout the whole meal how it just keeps rotating.
It's a labor of love for generations that need it. Crystal Kimmel lived at the shelter, but is now on her own with her young son. She came back to give thanks.
They helped me get on my feet, so this means a lot to me.
And it means a lot to those who helped her, too. In Lexington, Miranda Combs, WKYT.
The Salvation Army also delivered meals to about 100 people in Lexington this morning before the main dinner was served.
I'll grab another one for you.
Sal's and Malone's in the Lansdowne shops also offered a Thanksgiving meal to those in need. It included turkey, the traditional sides, and dessert. Volunteers and employees from the Bluegrass Hospitality Group expected to serve hundreds of people.
Our families are out of town, and we have been enjoying this for the last 3 or 4 years, coming to Sal's and helping serve with families that are here in the area that maybe aren't able to go to their homes for, with their families for the holidays. So we've enjoyed helping serve the meal here.
Lextran provided free shuttle service to and from the dinner. Guests also received donations of clothing and hygiene products. Volunteers in eastern Kentucky also helped feed those less fortunate today. Multiple churches organized a meal at a Wolfe County school, and as Hillary Thornton tells us, volunteers also delivered meals to those who couldn't make it to the school.
It is a team effort in Wolfe County.
Volunteers from several different churches, several different communities that come together. We've got folks delivering, we've got folks in the back cooking. It's been a real blessing just to get together with everybody.
Preparing more than 200 meals inside of Wolfe County Middle School, complete with turkey and gravy and plenty of desserts.
Around the holidays, there's so much outreach, but very little that goes on these holidays, on the actual day of Thanksgiving. We couldn't imagine waking up in the morning and not having somewhere to go or family to be with, a big Thanksgiving meal to eat.
Now, a few dozen shared in their Thanksgiving meals here at the school, while the rest were personally delivered out to the community.
You get some bread and forks out for them.
Box after box packed and loaded up with love, taken out to those unable to get out this Thanksgiving.
You have a lot of people that they don't necessarily need the food. It's just nice to have a visit and to say, hey, we know you, we're thinking about you.
So overwhelmed with the generosity that we're giving them meals, and it's very heartwarming to see their reactions and their faces. They're very happy when they see us.
It reminds you of what's really important this time. There's so much unrest and there's so many negative things to talk about. And to see somebody come in and have a place that they can just comfortably fellowship and have a big meal, it just reminds you what's important.
In Wolfe County, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
This is the 5th year for the community Thanksgiving. Organizers say they plan to keep it going for many more years to come. Well, even people who are spending this Thanksgiving at work are still finding time to celebrate the holiday. Lexington firefighters are cooking a Thanksgiving meal for on-duty firefighters at Fire Station 2 on New Circle Road, but they say cooking the meal can be a challenge when duty calls.
There's nothing worse than making a fire run and getting a call that you need to respond back to the station for another fire. So we have to make sure someone turns everything off, and it's got its good points and its bad points, but sometimes, food's cold or it's halfway cooked, you have to start all over again.
Firefighters also say the station's so-called house mother, a woman who lives nearby, also helps cook their Thanksgiving meal. New tonight, Lexington police are looking for those responsible for firing shots into an SUV. It happened around 3 this afternoon on a stair court near Hollow Creek Road. Police say 2 people were inside the SUV, but they were not injured. The shots came through a back window. Police think someone in a red truck or SUV fired the shots. So far, police have not made any arrests. Also new tonight, quick action by the Lexington Fire Department kept a mulch fire from burning down a home. Around noon, firefighters tell us an ember got into mulch around trees at a home on Angus Trail near Polo Club. The trees caught fire, melting siding on the home. Firefighters were on scene in minutes and knocked the flames down. Crews removed some of the surrounding siding to make sure that the fire wouldn't spread. Firefighters are still trying to figure out what caused a fire that destroyed a Lee County restaurant. The fire started late last night at Manna Cafe in downtown Beattyville. The restaurant was closed at the time. Firefighters say it's now a total loss. No injuries were reported. Firefighters say the cafe is inside one of the oldest buildings in Beattyville. Tonight, a Floyd County family says they are grateful firefighters were able to rescue their 8-week-old puppy from their burning home. The family wasn't home when the fire broke out, but the puppy and some of the family's other pets were inside. Some of the pets escaped, but the family couldn't find the puppy named Delilah. But hours later, firefighters say they found her alive inside the home and hiding in a pillowcase.
Unreal. I mean, it was just unreal that she survived. I mean, I went in for a second, you know how it is when you're house, and I couldn't see, I couldn't do nothing.
Firefighters say the home is a total loss. They're not sure what caused it. The large extra security was on hand at Thanksgiving parades and other events around the country in response to the terror attacks in Paris, France earlier this month. Several million people lined the streets of New York City for the 89th annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. The New York Police Department had 2,500 officers working the parade, the most ever assigned to it. People at the parade waited in long lines as police checked bags.
A lot of the police officers having the high-powered rifles is pretty secure. I feel comfortable.
Even though there is no known credible threat in the United States, President Obama urged all Americans to enjoy the holidays but to remain vigilant. Once Thanksgiving winds down, most people start turning their attention to Christmas, and Lexington will usher in the holiday season tomorrow night with the Luminate Lexington at Triangle Park. The event includes live music, an artist market, seasonal food, and, of course, the annual Christmas tree lighting. Luminate Lexington begins at 2. The tree lighting ceremony is at 6:30 tomorrow night.